start of the outcome of the Bharat Bandh called by the NDA. Though most of the protests have been peaceful till now, sporadic violence have been reported from Maharashtra and Karnataka. Well, we will get you the details in just a bit as you're watching News Tonight with me, Linda Hercules, but right after a quick look at the top headlines. A mixed response for the Bharat Bandh called by opposition parties in protest against the petrol price hike. Stray incidents of violence reported. Madras High Court dismisses a petition challenging petrol price hike, saying it cannot interfere in government's policies. Oil companies might reduce the burden of petrol price hike as they decide to slash prices due to weakening crude prices. 8 bogies of the Howrah-bound Dune Express derail in Jaunpur in Uttar Pradesh, at least 4 people dead. A poor quarter for GDP growth, which has fallen to 5.3%, way below expectations. The rupee opens on another record low. And on World No Tobacco Day, Collywood joins hands to raise awareness on its harmful effects. News in detail. The nationwide bandh called by the NDA and the Left Front evoked a mixed response from across the country. While the NDA states were hit by the Bharat Bandh, there was a lukewarm response in the Congress-ruled states. The national capital was also partially hit by the bandh, with auto rickshaws and taxis off the roads, with BJP workers blocking traffic in some areas. In Bihar, NDA convener and JDU chief Sharad Yadav, along with BJP leader Shahnawaz Hussain, were among the 800 activists detained while enforcing the Bharat Bandh. The bandh evoked a partial response in Tamil Nadu as well. Public transport buses and auto rickshaws were plying as usual and shops remained open in most parts of the state. However, Kanyakumari saw 5 buses damaged and some shops shut down by protesters. Few shops in Coimbatore were also shut down as the BJP has a good support in the district. 2 buses were also damaged in Karlo district. Police sources have said that additional personnel have been deployed at sensitive areas across the state to curb any untoward incidents.
இன்று காலை 6 மணி முதல் மாலை 6 மணி வரை சென்னை முழுவதும் உள்ள ஆட்டோ நிறுத்தங்கள் அனைத்து ஆட்டோ நிறுத்தங்களிலும் உள்ள ஆட்டோக்கள் ஓடாது. மாலை 6 மணிக்கு மேல் ஓடும். எங்கள் கோரிக்கை கண்டிப்பாக பெட்ரோல் விலை உயர்வை வாபஸ் வர வேண்டும்.
இங்கே வந்து இன்றைக்கி வந்து பெட்ரோல் விலை வந்து கண்டித்து ஆர்ப்பாட்டம் வந்து 6 to 6 பண்ணிகிட்ருக்கோம். நாங்கள் வந்து பெட்ரோல் வந்து வரலாதுக்கான அளவுக்கு இன்றைக்கி வந்து 7 ரூபா 50 வந்து எங்கள் மொழியை பிதுங்க வைக்கிற அளவுக்கு இதுவாகிட்டு மக்கள் மத்தியில் பேசவும் முடியல. இதை பற்றி மீட்டர் கட்டணத்தை ஏற்றிக்கும் அரசாங்கத்தை இது பண்ண முடியல. இதே மாதிரி காங்கிரஸ் வந்து நம்ம வந்து விலை ஏற்றிக்கிட்டே போயிட்டுருக்கு. 1 ரூபா 2 ரூபா ஏற்றிட்டு இருக்கும்போது கொஞ்சம் இப்போ அட்ஜஸ்ட் பண்ணியிருந்து ஒரேடியாக வந்து வரலாதுக்கான அளவுக்கு 7 ரூபா 50 காசு வந்து இது வந்து அதிர்ச்சி தரக்கூடிய தகவலாக இருக்குது.
The opposition party's activities blocked train movements as part of the bandh, seeking to exploit the popular anger with Prime Minister Manmohan Singh's embattled coalition government. Protests, marches and roadblocks have reduced public transport and hit government offices, colleges, firms and industrial plants in varying degrees from state to state. The government and the state oil companies have already opened the way to a partial rollback of the petrol price increase.
The government needs the leadership, the credibility, the policies and decision-making policies. As far as the 4 things are concerned, this government is totally failed. The Prime Minister, we expect he is a great economist. At the same time, the economy, there is a disaster. Why? Why all these things are happening? Who is responsible? And at the same time, the UPA is responsible, Congress is responsible, the party, those who are supporting to UPA, they are also equally responsible. This is a time for the UPA alliance partner. They should come to with the people and fight with this government, and they should create pressure on this government to reduce the prices of petrol and diesel in the interest of the poor and common man of the state.
सरकार से मांग कर रहे हैं इसको वापस लो, और ये देश भर में हो रहा है और सब इलाकों में अलग अलग जगह पर. दिल्ली में हम लोग सोचेंगे हम यहाँ पे कॉन्सेंट्रेट करेंगे. सक्सेसफुल बहुत रहा है, पूरे देश भर में इसका प्रोटेस्ट हो रहा है और कई सारी पार्टियां मिलकर मतलब ये कन्वर्ज भी हो गया, मतलब अलग अलग कॉल दिए लेकिन ये कन्वर्ज हो गया, तो इसका इम्पैक्ट तो सरकार पर पड़ेगा.
आज हम सड़क पर उतरे हैं मनमोहन सिंह की सरकार को संदेश देने के लिए कि अगर ये पेट्रोल की कीमतें वापस नहीं ली तो तो देश में और कोहराम मचेगा।
Ongoing struggle against inflation, against price rise. We urge upon Dr. Manmohan Singh government at least try to understand the general anger of the people all over the country, across the country. If you don't understand this anger, you will have to face this anger in the coming days. You will have to be punished for this by the people in the coming days.
Central government already increased 10 times in a year of the petrol rate. Again, now they increased 7.5 rupees per litre. That is why Bharatiya Janata Party given National Bharat Bandh. Karnataka also given full support for the National Bandh.
Till the government rolls back the price of petrol, increase the price, we'll continue with this movement all over the country. Today, all over the country, there is bandhs and protests, and we shall continue it. We will not accept any 1 or 2 rupee reduction. They have to cancel the 7 rupee 50 paise reduction.
The BJP-led National Democratic Alliance has declared a Bharat Bandh today, in which Tamil Nadu unit of the Bharatiya Janata Party also is participating, and we are trying our best to make it a success. This is only against the central government in rising the abnormal rise in the petrol and prices.
8 ஆண்டுகளில் 18 முறை பெட்ரோல் விலையை ஏற்றி நாட்டு மக்கள் வாழ்க்கையில் மண்ணை அள்ளி தூவுகின்ற இந்த மத்திய காங்கிரஸ் திராவிட முன்னேற்ற கழகத்தினுடைய கூட்டணி அரசாங்கம் வீழ்த்தப்படும் வரை பெட்ரோல் விலை குறையாது.
The Madras High Court refused to interfere with the recent increase of petrol prices and also observed that the last week's crippling fuel shortage in the state had been overcome due to the state government's efforts. A vacation bench of the court comprising Justice K. Venkatraman and Justice C.S. Karnan passed the order today, while dismissing a PIL filed by Advocate R. Balasubramanian belonging to the legal wing of the AIADMK. In his PIL, Balasubramanian submitted that the steep hike in petrol prices was not entirely due to international trends nor due to independent pricing policy of oil marketing companies as was being made out by the centre. Meanwhile, more than 100 lawyers in the Chennai High Court complex protested against a steep hike in petrol prices, raising slogans against the central government. They also urged for a rollback in the petrol prices announced by the government. Social Democratic Party workers who tried protesting were arrested at the Central Railway Station. Moving on, another train accident, the second in 10 days. At least 5 people have been killed and 10 others injured after the Dune Express derailed near Jaunpur in Uttar Pradesh. 8 bogies have been affected. The train derailed near Mahrawa station in eastern Uttar Pradesh. According to railway authorities, the driver saw an obstruction on the track. Eyewitnesses claim that several passengers were hurt in the mishap. This is the second rail mishap in less than 2 weeks. Earlier, the Hampi Express train rammed into a stationary goods train at the Penukonda station in Anantapur district of Andhra Pradesh on the 22nd of May, killing 25 passengers. Railway Minister Mukul Roy has ordered a high-level probe.
Relief and rescue operation is in full swing. My railway board officials, ME, member engineer, member mechanical and member traffic is going to the accident spot, expected to reach there at about 10 o'clock or 10:30 or 11 o'clock. I am going to the accident spot right now. I will expect that at an earliest I will be reached there. It is the most unfortunate thing. From the railway side, we have already announced 5 lakhs rupees for the for the diseased peoples, 1 lakhs for the grievous injuries, and 25,000 for the simple and minor nature accident peoples we have already announced. And if anybody from the diseased family wants any employment in the railway will also offer the employment also.
On another page, Chairman of the National Democratic Alliance, LK Advani, has pulled up the BJP in his latest blog and called for introspection. I quote, "If people are angry with the government, they are also disappointed with us." The situation calls for introspection. Results in Uttar Pradesh, the manner in which the party welcomed BSP ministers who were removed by Mayawati ji on charges of corruption. The party's handling of Jharkhand and Karnataka, all these events have undermined the party's campaign against corruption. The Union Cabinet has approved the National Telecom Policy 2012. According to new reforms brought about by this policy, mobile users will be able to enjoy free roaming and will be allowed to keep their phone numbers even if they plan to change their service providers anywhere across the country. The policy attempts to focus on providing secure, reliable, affordable and high-quality converged telecommunication services anytime, anywhere for an accelerated, inclusive socio-economic development. The latest National Telecom Policy for 2012 will replace the older regulation, which has been in effect for more than 12 years now.
Liberalization of spectrum. Any service in any technology. अब जब spectrum दिया जाएगा, कोई भी technology आप इस्तेमाल कर सकते हो, कोई भी service आप दे सकते हो. Simplification of the licensing regime. पहले भी हमने कहा है कि आने वाले वर्षों में यूनिफाइड लाइसेंसेस दिए जाएंगे, जहां स्पेक्ट्रम और लाइसेंस अलग होगा. One nation, full mobile number portability. And work towards one nation, free roaming.
More news on the other side of the break. Stay with us.